What is up, my friend? Alex here from Audio Edges, and today we are going to be taking a completely raw, freshly recorded vocal take all the way to professional, polished, and ready for radio. Make sure you stick with me until the end of the video because we are going to take you through the entire process, and if you miss any one of these steps, your vocal mix could come up short, and you don't want to miss any of these steps. We're going to do it in record time. We're going to break it all down, and I'm going to see you inside. Let's get started. All right, my friend, here we are in the DAW. Let's have a listen to this example. We have a vocal and just a piano here as an instrumental to back it up.
Don't stop, don't stop. Keep on giving me that feeling that you're giving me.
Okay, so step one is going to be to make sure the edit of the vocal is really tight. If we skip this stage, look, once we get to processing, mixing, EQ, compression, all those things, that is going to bring out any errors in the edit. It's going to make it really obvious. It might not be so obvious right now, but once we mix it fully, it'll be obvious. So let's make sure that edit is tight. Here are the things you need to know. Okay, so what we're going to look at are clicks, pops, plosives, breath edits, all those things. We're going to do it super quick here. Here's an example. There's a plosive right here.
Don't stop.
All right.
Don't stop.
You hear that low end information on the P? I'm going to bring up RxD plosive. You can actually get the trial for this for free, and the trial will work just fine for what we're doing. Check this out. I'm going to render that. I'm going to fade it. And here's our edit.
Don't stop. Don't.
All right, so much better. The next thing we want to look at is clicks in the edit. Here is a really good example.
Keep on giving me.
All right, we see a click there. I'm actually going to grab a mouth declick plugin and just render this in. Okay.
On giving me that
Wow,
feeling.
that was significantly better. That little mouth click that was right here. Let's have a listen. Before and after.
Keep on giving me.
Completely gone. All right, and finally, we're going to clean up this edit here. I'm going to go through and just clean up these breaths.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
All right, let's just get rid of any noise in between the takes.
Keep on.
All right, some of this we don't need. There's a click on the beginning of that case. You're going to go through your vocal and just make sure the edit is really tight. Next thing you want to do is maybe do a little bit of clip gaining. So if you see words that are a little bit quieter than others, for example, here's a louder word and here's a quieter word,
Feeling.
right? We need to level that out so that these all hit our compressors the same. So for example, we're going to go through our vocal and level it out with a little bit of clip gain like this.
That feeling that you're giving me.
Make sure to fade it so it doesn't pop. Go through your vocal. Make sure the levels are the same. That's your next step. All right, the next thing you're going to do is look through your vocal and find little resonances, little annoying noises that can come from the wrong mic choice or just the singer's voice. Don't go too crazy with it, but you can find a few little spots. Let's listen for one.
On giving me that.
All right, let's grab this word right here. Did you hear that little whistly piercing resonance? Let's treat that. And now it should be significantly better. I'm going to make sure to fade it. Let's have a listen.
On giving me that feel.
Wow, that's a lot better. So that's step one, editing. All right, and step two is, you guessed it, processing the vocal. But just before I processed, I made sure to do a pass through Melodyne, touch up the tuning. You can also touch up the timing in this plugin. So make sure after you edit, you do any tuning work you want to do, and then you get into the processing. All right, so all we did for this vocal is a little bit of EQ. We rolled off the lows, tackled some different areas, brightened it up. I'm doing a bit of resonance suppression in a harsh area. I'm using my magic 3-step compression technique, which consists of peak compression, an analog compressor, a little bit of multiband compression afterwards. And then I'm doing a little more treating of harsh frequencies, some de-essing, of course, and then just adding that little bit of sparkle at the end. That is what my chain looked like for this one. I kind of just did a quick vocal mix on it for the sake of this video, but step two is extremely important, getting that processing right. So work on your vocal processing, finesse the plugins, and here's a before and after.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep on giving me that feeling that you're giving me.
All right, and here's with the processing applied.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep on giving me that feeling that you're giving me.
All right, so a lot brighter. We have everything compressed nicely, and that gets us all ready for step 3. All right, step 3 of the process is adding effects, adding kind of a space to the vocal. So the first thing that I like to do is a little bit of width, and I'm using micro shift for this.
Don't stop, don't stop,
Do you hear that width that it added? Listen without.
don't stop,
Now with the width.
don't stop.
All right, so we could even dial it back a little bit more, but that's going to be the first part of the effects. Then I'm adding a reverb. This is a medium length reverb. This is a really full and lush sounding reverb.
Don't stop, don't stop.
All right, then I'm going to layer in with another reverb. So honestly, step 3 is effects, and it's layering effects. Layering effects is what makes that magic. So I'm adding another long reverb this time. Here's what this one looks like.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Do you hear that long tail? That's our long reverb. So we have a medium reverb, long reverb. I'll usually like to add in a short reverb too, but for this particular vocal, this combination sounded good. And then finally, I'm doing a delay throw, which I've automated to sound like this.
Don't stop, don't stop. Keep on giving me that feeling that you're giving me.
Now you can keep on tweaking the effects, keep on tweaking the processing, but this is what it takes. Step 1, editing the vocal really nicely, taking a look at clicks, pops, breath edits, making sure it flows smoothly. Clip gaining, checking unwanted resonances. Then we're going to do tuning and processing, adding our EQ, compression, plugins, and then finally we're adding that final sauce, which is things like reverb, delay, and any other effects that will add to your vocal. All right, now it's important to note with those 3 steps, each step is extremely important, and the way you do it is extremely important. This video was a quick summary of how those steps go down, but the truth is there's a lot of detail that goes into doing this properly and professionally. Now, if you want to get into that detail, I have created an incredible resource just for you, and it is only open for the next 3 days. It is called the Vocal Mixing Bootcamp. The link is at the top of the description, and it is a 3-day, extremely detailed training. I've never done something with so much detail and so much value packed into it, and it is open right now with a very special offer. So go have a look at that, where you can learn this full process in extreme detail. Every single EQ, every single compressor, every single edit, and exactly how to do it, which can take your vocal from raw to radio ready over and over and over. The process is proven and it works. I use it every single day mixing music full time. Just click that link below. Otherwise, my friend, thank you for checking out this video. Now you know the entire process, start to finish, of what goes into taking a vocal to a professional mix level. I'm so glad that you checked out this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.